Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
Coach, the usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
He'll have a first down past the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. The sixth season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall, Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his fourth in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. Now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses. But just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
43.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Tyreek Hill from last week. There are the numbers. 3 catches, 107 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Mahomes now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
We call that sack block.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Flacco. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flacco off play action. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold up. Through the contact, brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. His way caught right around the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Number 53, Mike 53. Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Flacco now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating off play action. Flacco. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for KC. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And they'll get this down to the 10. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. A give to Hyde out of the gun. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. They'll find Lindsey here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now it's Flacco. Caught. Safarian-Jenkins, right side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Dashing through the snow. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That a 92-yard kick return. Well, the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on 2nd half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Flacco. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flacco from the gun. Sanders has it over the middle. As Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about them keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
I got 15. I got 15. Me.
Yellow. I go on.
Check. 47. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'm going to run you Delta. Switch.
Now Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Nicole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flacco leads to Lindsey on the draw. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Flacco. Safarian Jenkins has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. A red zone first down for Flacco. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Freeman. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
McManus's point after is good, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They begin with a run by Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle. On second down now, it's Smith. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Yellow. Oh, yeah. Easy. Come back.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. But, Charles, it's one thing to win.